Hi there, welcome to this channel where I talk mostly about spirituality. Today I'm going to talk about something a little bit more complicated, the human soul. Now, the human soul, as you know, is not linear. It's not something that is like you can see in a straight line, you can see where it's going, or, it's not linear, it is not corporeal either, but it is multidimensional, so it is everywhere at the same time. That's how the human soul is. And an example of this multidimensional attribute of the human soul is, for example, as I said, a billion people, praying at the same time, and God or the creator source being able to listen to all of these billion people at once is because the soul is multidimensional. By this I mean that the soul emanates from the central source, and then we have each of all pieces of that soul that is split. Your brother, your friends, everybody has a soul that is split, because our bodies alone cannot contain a whole soul. So you get a soul that is split in you, a piece of it, and but we all have the same soul because we come from a central source, which is one. And that is why you always hear about karma. Karma is able to happen because when you're hurting somebody, or you doing something to somebody that is socially not acceptable, it always comes back to you because you are doing it to yourself. And when you are like doing it to yourself, it means you as a being vibrate in that level, and you enable karma to occur. And as I said, the human soul is not corporeal. There's no, it's not a corporeal thing, but it is a piece of the creator. And the human soul is also a multidimensional energy, as I said earlier. And it resides in the energy of your consciousness. If you could detect how your consciousness acts, where it is, how it works, because you could control physics. And that is how Jesus Christ was able to control physics, because he was a master of. He could control he could tap into his consciousness and use it to control physics. And so, as I was saying, the energy of your consciousness is where your soul resides. And your soul, you also have a higher self, which is a higher part of your higher soul. And that also resides on the field of your DNA. So you have also the angels, which are not some, they are most of the time, the angels are you. They are still part of your souls that split and are inside your soul, in your body. So when you are praying to the angels, you are not praying to some energy that is coming to. It's all within you, around you, all there to help you at any moment you need it. You need them. But because of the free choice we have on the planet, before the angels can really intervene and help you, you have to accept and allow them to do so. Because they don't just, that's why when you pray, sometimes they don't just, you have to give them, allow them, give them, accept them, that you accept them to come and, intervene and help you. That's when they will intervene. But as I was saying, these angels, they reside in you. They are all part of your soul that is being split, and they become angels. Let me put it in that way. And the Creator is in your soul. The Creator God is in your soul. He's there. He knows. We all the souls come from a central source, but the Creator is also there. That's how you can look at it. And the Creator God is the master of physics in the universe, as we all know. So if you are able to tap into your consciousness, you could be able to control physics, as I said earlier. So that is how Jesus was able to do things at that time, and people were you can heal yourself, you can do a lot of things when you are able to control this physics. And that is why you must develop yourself, evolve as human beings spiritually to a certain level. At this particular moment, our DNA is like 35% activated. But can you imagine, at the time of Jesus Christ, he had a DNA that was 100% active. So he could do lots of things at that time. So that's what we should know. And the pineal gland is a gland that also, it senses the higher self, this higher soul of yours. It communicates directly with the pineal gland in the body, and then it is responsible for information and gives you information. And also, it is linked to your intuitive self, because we do have intuition. That is, your intuition is during this moment of ascension to this higher frequency, higher vibration earth of higher consciousness, higher awareness. Your intuition, as I said in one of my podcasts, is being finely tuned. And through your intuition, that's how the angels, they talk to you. They talk to you through intuition. That's how you always, people can have an intuition of things, to do things, to go here and there. That's how the angels communicate. It's through your intuition. And your soul is connected to the grid of creation. By the grids, I mean the crystalline grid. You have the cave of creation. There's another grid. And this crystalline grid on the cave of creation, they have the history of humanity and the planet. For the past 50,000 years, we have been reincarnating. So your life experiences from the Sumerian times to the Kemetic times of ancient Egypt and so forth, it's all been kept in this cave of creation, in the crystalline grid. That's where all the information about humanity is kept. And so when you die, for example, your soul, when it's leaving your body, it goes to this cave of creation, and your memory is wiped. The memory you had in this lifetime is wiped and kept there in the grid. And then your soul goes to the other side of the veil. And then when it's ready to reincarnate again, maybe it could be within a year, 2 years, or whatever, then it reincarnates. But your memory of the past life still stays in the grid. So you come afresh here with a wiped memory. Your soul memory is being wiped. And then when you come here, you start from zero. You start the learning process, But the system of spiritual evolution, as I was saying, comes through your soul. So in order to evolve, you must have a soul that is also being evolved, that has been evolving. Because every time you come on earth, have a life experience, lifetime, your soul learns something. When you come back in the next reincarnation, you pick up from where you left off. That's how it works. The soul is also responsible for delivering information about your being, about the frequencies you can use, about your intuitive self. Is all linked to the soul, information that's coming from the soul. And the human soul is also a catalyst for graduation of energy that you are now ready to receive. They play a catalytic role in the graduation of energy, the to the higher energies. The soul plays a big part in that. The soul part of you is only engageable. You can only engage your soul if your DNA activation is around 44% or 45%. At the present moment in time, our DNA activation is around 30%, 35%. So when you start to reach 44, 45% activation of DNA, then you can engage the soul, and then you get much more information from your past lives that will help you to direct as a matured, evolved spiritual being, to be able to shed light on the planet and help the planet evolve through this activation. But it also comes through your dedication to spirituality issues. And an increase in soul awareness brings spiritual evolution. So when your soul is aware, it becomes aware, or that you know things, you evolve spiritually. That you know the truth about the earth, humanity, the creation, that humanity was created 50,000 years ago, and since then, effectively we have been reincarnating. And before then, we had the Pleiadians that seeded humanity. They brought the seeds and were experimenting, but effectively, humanity started 50,000 years ago. But the story of creation can go 250,000 years ago. So they were experimenting and experimenting. So that's how the story goes. And the soul remembrances, where your soul, all the knowledge of your past life and remembrances is all kept in your soul akash. Your akash record. That's where the soul, the soul akash, because the akash records keeps the records of your past life reincarnations and all what your spiritual evolution, the level you are, and everything is being kept there. And the soul akash also helps you to that level. So this is all I have to say about the human soul. If you liked this podcast, please hit the subscription button. Thank you.